Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the old guy, Jack. We've been having a bit of a heat wave here, so I decided I would just take a vacation from this work since neither my livelihood or my life depends on me being out here working, and I don't have any kind of air conditioning or anything. I do have a fan, I think, but I haven't used it in some time. But I've come out in the mornings and give it 30 minutes or so and when it's still a little cool. And I've been working on this Honda Bentley here. Yesterday I came out and I put my new sprocket in. It's a 15 tooth. The old one was 14, so I'm not sure what that's going to do for me. But you can see the old one here had a busted tooth on it, and it was worn out anyway. So we needed to get rid of that. The chain, I soaked that in evapor rust. This piece here, I ordered a new one because the old one was broke, and I'm no good at welding aluminum. I'm no good at welding steel either. But anyway, I ordered a new one of these off of eBay, of course. And I did get my air filter. I haven't put that in yet. I have a new air filter. The battery is new. And over here, I also found this on eBay. And that's the chain guard, both sides. And so we're going to get that on, hopefully. Well, it's got to be painted first, but I put some of this on in the smaller areas that needed a little touch up. So we'll hopefully get this sanded down nice and smooth and get some black paint on that. We do have a new seat cover. I ordered a new tail light lens, but it's too big. And so I'll have to order, I have ordered another one. I've got the aftermarket exhausts fitted, but they've got to come off in order to get all that chain guard on there. I started it up yesterday, as a matter of fact, with both mufflers on it. And it ran pretty good, but of course the carb's still leaking because I got to take that off and redo it. And what else? I got some bending to do down here. Get that straightened out. Actually, I've got a whole new front end, but that came with the bike, but I don't think I'm going to put it on. So we'll get with it. First thing we're going to do is sand this down, and everybody knows what sanding looks like, so I won't film that. I'll see you in a bit. All right, progress update. Well, that won't show very well, will it? I bet you if I get on this side, it'll show better. Well, still not great. But we got that all sanded down. Nice and smooth. Well, it's not professional grade. I can't hold on to it here. But we got a coat. I put a couple coats of primer on it after I finished sanding it down, and then put one coat of black on it. I'll put another coat of black on it. still a little sticky, so I don't think I'll do that yet. But anyway, we decided that we needed to work on the gas tank. So we dug into the petcock. I have a rebuild kit for it. And of course all the screws were pretty well rusted in there. One of them came out all the way, and one of them busted off at the top, which was easy because it still had the stem sticking out of here, and I could get that with my little vice grips. And we got that one out. And then the other one busted off flat, this one down here. So that one I had to drill out, and I used a reverse drill bit. And I made a pass through it with the drill bit. And then I was able to take the punch on what was left and punch it in. And it came out. And then I ran through a tap on all of them with a little bit of PB Blaster. So they're all tapped out now. I'm not sure. This tank is rusty on the inside, so I need to fill it up with Evap-O-Rust and let it sit for a couple of days. And then hopefully we'll get most of that cleaned out. And like I said, I got a rebuild kit for this, so we'll go ahead and do that. And I told you before, I got to redo the carburetor. So we'll do them both in the ultrasonic cleaner at the same time. So I'll come back when some of that's done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the old guy Jack here. And it's another cool morning headed for 100 degrees. And I just thought I'd stop in and give you a little update on the progress this morning. Let's take a look. We got the chain guard painted. I have no plans to paint the whole bike. It does need some repair. You can see right there, there's a split, and I'm a terrible welder. I have an old flux core welder here, but I'm horrible at it. So I may just wait until I get it running and take it up and have a real welder weld it. The engine runs. I had it going with the exhaust on. I had to take the exhaust off to get this thing on. I had a hell of a time figuring out. This is in two pieces. There's a piece behind and the piece out front. The original one was busted, and I found one relatively inexpensive on eBay. So I ordered that. Actually, it came from the same guy that I got the chain guard from. Yesterday, when I painted this, I had it hanging up. I got some wires over here. I don't know if you can see them, but I had them hanging up there, and this end was down. So when I put this on here yesterday afternoon, I wasn't watching real close, but this whole part down here wasn't painted. So I made me up a little cardboard blind here and stuck in there behind it and just squirted some on there. The parts manual calls for M6 bolts in this one, this one, this one, and this one, but they look more like M5s to me. So I'm going to try that. I tried putting an M6 in there. It doesn't work. But we're coming right along. And, oh, I stepped through the transmission yesterday, and she just shifts smooth as butter. And I think we'll be riding this here pretty soon. I don't work when it's 100 degrees out here. I go sit in the air conditioned. So anyway, just a brief update. Oh yes, I almost forgot. I went and got me another bucket of Evapo-Rust. And I just put the tank in there, and then I turned it over once, and I'm going to turn it over again before I knock off for the day. And hopefully that'll eat all that rust out of there. It did a pretty good job out here. There was rusty stuff there and other places. So we'll have that tank ready to go. The petcock is up here. I do have a petcock kit for it. And I put that in the ultrasonic and cleaned it up yesterday. So progress is happening. I just turned this tank over. I don't know if you can see down in there or not, but it's looking pretty good in there, so I'll probably take this out and rinse it out. I bought some distilled water here. I'll rinse it out with that. And this was all covered with rust, and there was rust where the paint's chipped off. I probably will paint the tank. So I'll see you later.